All right, I kind of wanted to do a video. I haven't posted in a long time. I kind of want to get some videos out for some of the changes that have happened in the game. I might redo the new player guide at some point, but this one's for Gunner Valby, as you can probably see. I'm not going to go and edit these a bunch or go into super detail because I kind of just want to get some of them out the door. But Gunner Valby is probably one of the strongest descendants, so it's probably worth talking about her. This is from just an OS4. There was not a buffing Luna in here, and I actually forgot to set my RK tuning, so you can do a lot more than this. And this did not have Rampage. It was just some skill power and some outgoing damage modifier, so she just does a lot of damage. This build is generally based for OS4, and if it works in OS4, it pretty much works in everything except maybe like single target Colossus fights. But this is the only weapon you need built. It's just Hammer and Anvil. It's really good on Inez and on Valby, and it's pretty okay on Serena too, so if something doesn't make sense, I'll try and explain it. But I think a lot of this, if you play the game before, is going to make sense. Normally I try to go over like everything, but I don't want these videos to be that long. You can use this on single target if you want. It gives you crit rate when you're using a fusion spell, but because we don't have that much duration, it doesn't last very long. I don't know, it's kind of up to you. It does technically do more damage, but you probably lose more damage swapping off of your Hammer and Anvil to use this, but I'll show it anyway just in case you want to for some reason. This is the Inversion reinforcement. If you want to cap range, you can take this, but I think this is better for Onslaught just to have more defenses. So, and you don't need mana regen with this Valby build, so we can just take HP. Same thing with the dog. You can just take the HP dog. Excuse me, sorry if you hear me fidgeting with my headset. So we are running gap in time. So if you don't know how this works, you want no cooldown. The less cooldown you have, the more damage this does. It is normal AoE, and it, as it turns out, the thing that does all of our damage is normal AoE, and it does work with it. So you just don't want any cooldown. And then this is basically just 35% more damage. It's the most damage you can pretty much get from anything because it's after all of your other modifiers. We're building for crit. It's pretty much, you just build crit on pretty much everybody now, except maybe Harris, and you still run crit on Harris even when you're doing like speed kills. So I have HP in here, but you could change this out for something else if you feel that you don't need it for the content you're doing. But my Ancestor mod is really good, but it destroys my HP, so I have a bit more HP in this build, and Onslaught kind of hurts. So we are running 2 range increases, and this is to reach basically the range cap. I'm at 194%, the cap is 200%. And that is because unintuitively, this does not tell you it can be increased by range, but it can be increased by range. It goes up to 300%, even though all of her other abilities only go up to 250%, and they actually say it on their tooltip. This one goes up to 300%. So you start off at 100% in that other stat screen, and then if this shows 100% here, it means you're actually at 200%, and if it shows 200%, which is the cap, then that means you're at 300%. So that's why we're trying to get up to 300% here, or on that screen 200%. So just unintuitive UI jank. So, but this does work with it, so it goes up to 18 meter range. Other than that, mana scales that damage more, but I think the range is better than picking up more mana, so at least for me, I'm picking up this range here. If you wanted to, though, you could like replace this with mana or something to get some more damage. So, or if you're doing like single target and you don't need the range, like you could, if you're fighting like a Colossus, you can get rid of both of these and take like widespread execution probably, and more mana, and that's probably going to get you like 30% more damage or something, 20 or 30% more damage. So it'd be like shield or HP to mana conversion or shield to mana conversion. One of the two. Yeah, so either this, wherever it is, or if you don't want to, like, you could run this if you want, but you'd probably just run this because it's the easiest one. This one just drops your HP more. At least for me, that's a no-go because of my Ancestor mod. We don't need cooldown yet again, so there's no cooldown on this. We specifically don't want cooldown because getting more cooldown will decrease our damage due to our trigger module. And then I'm running 2-piece Enlightened Mage. with Shell Crusher. I just run this combo for the HP. Normally what I would run is like 2-piece Enlightened Mage, 2-piece Plague, but she's fusion, so it doesn't help her. Plague just boosts tech in singular, so I decided to run Shell Crusher, and as long as you're not fighting one target, this is still a pretty big damage increase, because you're just going to shoot more bullets and get more procs. Even if you're fighting 2 targets, it's a damage increase. It's like only not a damage increase on 1 target, I think. It honestly might even be a damage increase on that, but just not that much. Slayer's going to give you a lot more damage, but it also like chops off 6,000 HP or something, so it's kind of up to you if you want to do that. If you have a different Ancestor mod, I would probably say just run Slayer. But for me, and where I wanted to be, and I don't want to like stack all my buffs in Onslaught and die, I wanted the extra HP, so this is what we're running. So you'll see other people running other things, but I think that this is really good. This is the arcade tuning. Just picking up mana and skill power and crit, all the stuff that you would expect, and then these 3 nodes to cap our range. Oh, yeah, and then just arcade chain catalyst, so shred resistances. I showed inversion reinforcement. We have the HP dog. I think that's everything. And then just to play it, all you do is you just throw some puddles on the ground and then shoot things. So. Okay, my character just mounted up for some reason. Hold on. Excuse me. But there you go. So yeah, 1.4 billion. I think it's like 1.2, 1.3 billion sustained. It's like the highest damage in the game, I think, right now. And it's not particularly close, and she's got an enormous range that she can hit a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, if you're looking for a really strong character, it's probably Valby at the moment, at least for Onslaught. There you go.